Hello, my lovelies. Welcome to the Geek Suite. I'm your host, the indomitable Kidner Bean, and today we're back for another episode of Angry Nerd Rant time! But before we get into today's Angry Nerd Rant, be sure to hit like and subscribe if you like our content, and ring that notification bell so you don't miss out on any of our videos. Okie dokie, guys, back to business. Alright, guys, so today's Angry Nerd Rant is going to be about Sweeney Todd, the demon barber of Fleet Street, and how everyone on Fleet Street is a dumb bitch. Alright, he's a dum-dum, she's a dum-dum, she's a dum-dum, he's definitely a dum-dum, he's a dum-dum, he's a monstrous, creepy dumb bitch. Why are all the Death Eaters in this movie, dumb bitch? And, okay, she's not a dumb bitch, she's just a crazy bitch. Alright, now that we've covered our cast of ding-dongs, let's go ahead and take a brief look at the plot synopsis so we can refresh our memories before I rant on any further. Evil Judge Turpin, played by Alan Rickman, lusts for the beautiful wife of a London barber, Johnny Depp. Okay, and just the way this is worded, it sounds like Johnny Depp could be either the beautiful wife or the barber, and knowing Depp, he'd be fantastic in either role. IMDb really needs to sort out their grammar. Okay, so lust for the wife of a London barber, Johnny Depp, and transports him to Australia for a crime he did not commit. Returning after 15 years and calling himself Sweeney Todd, the now madman vows revenge, applying his razor to unlucky customers and shuttling the bodies down to Mrs. Lovett, Helena Bonham Carter, who uses them in her meat pie shop. Though many fall to his blade, he will not be satisfied until he slits Turpin's throat. Okay, back to business. Actually, in this one, it could go either way. Both apply. Now, some of these characters are less culpable than others when it comes to levels of dumb bitchedness, but nonetheless, they remain dumb bitches. Let's start with Benjamin Barker, aka Sweeney Todd. This dumb bitch is so obsessed with revenge he can't see past the end of his nose. He doesn't realize that Mrs. Lovett is in love with him and has been lying to him because he's so fueled and obsessed with rage and revenge and getting his vengeance. He'd have probably noticed that his wife was alive and in some serious need of care way earlier on if he hadn't been so obsessed with his murder scheme. Lovett's a dumb bitch because she lets a known serial killer into her apartment and thinks that her love will save her and him. Like, no. I mean, Sweeney Todd makes it very clear from the get-go that he's only here for one thing, and it's not her. But
dumb bitches like dumb things.
Borat's a dumb bitch for thinking that he can blackmail a serial killer. And yes, I know he doesn't know Sweeney Todd's a serial killer when he walks into his office, but, I mean, it's really clear from their first meeting that there's a screw loose with Barker, aka Todd. So, he a dumb bitch too. And let's talk about these two dumb bitches. Okay, with these two, it's not really their fault. They're supposed to sort of be the embodiment of purity and youthful naivete, but they still get on my nerves because they think that their love's gonna conquer all, even though all this horrible stuff's going on around them. And my main problem is with this dumb bitch. And again, it's not her fault. She's kind of literally been captive her whole life, but it's this song that really just
Greenfinch and Linnet, nightingale, blackbird, how is it you sing?
Alright, so I hate this song mostly because of the key that it's in, and it's way too high a pitch for it to be enjoyable for me to listen to. But also, Joanna, you really can't think of a reason that birds would be singing? Well, don't worry, because I went ahead and used my awesome linguistic skills to transfer bird speech into human speech, and I discovered that what they're singing is this.
Let me out! Let me out! This is not a dance! I'm begging for help! I'm screaming for help! Please come let me out!
Alrighty, mystery solved, Joanna. Go back to being a wallflower. Okay, so Snape and Wormtail are dumb bitches for just not noticing all the murder that's going on Fleet Street. I mean, they're supposed to be like the law enforcement-ish, the judge and the beadle. But I'm not going to get too much into that because I don't want to spend a lot of time on them because they're just creepy, rapey monsters. Yeah. And they get what they deserve in the end. So, okay. And last on our cast of dumb bitches is Lucy. And I want it to be very, very clear that she is not a dumb bitch for going to a party and getting raped. None of what happens to her in this story is her fault. She's not a dumb bitch. She's a crazy bitch. And not crazy bitch in the way that we normally think, but she's a crazy bitch in that she's literally gone insane and lost her mind from trying to commit suicide with poison. So what she really is a sad bitch. Her storyline makes me sad. Somebody just really needs to help her. And her character is meant to be representative of all of the horror in the real world that was inflicted upon Victorian women and was still viscerally relevant in 2007 when the Burton Depp adaptation was made into a motion picture, and is still incredibly relevant to the horrors that are inflicted upon women in 2019 with the Me Too movement. I really don't have much to say about her character other than that I'm sorry, Lucy. You deserve better. Oh, right. I didn't think this was going to make me feel as shitty as it did. But I am aware that there are some changes, some significant, some less so, that were made from the play adaptation into the 2007 motion picture. However, I'm going with the 2007 Burton version because that's the version that most people are going to be familiar with when we talk about Sweeney Todd. However, if you think that there are some key things that were missed that may change the focus or points I've made in my dumb bitch rant, let me know in the comment section down below. Am I a dumb bitch? Okay. Moving on. Alrighty, my lovelies, that's all I've got for you today. I was rewatching this the other day because it's one of mine and my partner's favorite films, and I realized how much I hate that bird song and how I thought Joanna was a dumb bitch. And then we both kind of realized that everyone in that cast is a dumb bitch. So I felt the need to go on this rant. So thanks for listening to my Angry Nerd Rant. If you like this video, please be sure to hit like and subscribe and ring that notification bell so you don't miss out on any of our content. And if you would like to support this channel, you can find the link to our Patreon page in the description section down below. Patrons are who make this channel possible. If you sign up for our Patreon page, you can get exclusive patron-only content and early access to videos and other lovely goodies that will be available on the link down in the description below. Alrighty, my lovelies, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Mwah.